Hey there Retro Games fans, this is Andy C from Pieces of 8-Bit. Welcome to this week's The Bit Between. This week we're going to be looking at Age of Empires, and this was an absolute favourite of mine from back in the day. Yeah, came out in 1997 on the PC, and as I get this game started up, I will talk you through it. So I'm just going to set a quick game up here. It's going to be very difficult for me to actually play in 10 minutes, so what I will do is I'll play a little bit and I'll skip through. I'm just going to do a small map, and I think that's probably all we want. Let's have quite a lot of resources in here, and let's start in, no, let's just leave it at that. Let's go coastal. I quite like coastal because then you can have boats, and that is it. Okay, let's start game. So let's get in builds. Oh, that's handy. Look, I'm right next to a ruin. That's a good thing. Let's get going here. So let's build a person, and then while we've got people starting to do things, we will. Is that stone? Is that nothing? That's nothing. Okay, good. Right. Okay. So let's get them doing their resources. Oh, I've got a crocodile already. How's this happened? Hang on. Let me just. Let's get this going now before I do anything else. So yeah, sorry about that. Right, okay. Can I eat that? I can eat that. Perfect. Great news. Great news, everyone. I can eat a crocodile. Okay, all right. So this is Age of Empires, a fantastic game from 1997, as I mentioned before, on the PC, published by Microsoft. It's a real-time strategy game, which is sort of spans history. All the way through to, well, we started in the Stone Age. I think we go to the Iron Age in this particular setting. And it really stands out in that sort of real-time strategy space at the time. You know, we had Warcraft 2, Command & Conquer, all of those kind of things. And I really like the way that this balances that sort of historical authenticity, economy management, military conquest, all of those kind of things. They're all in here, and it's all really good. Instead of that sort of fantasy setting that you might get in things like StarCraft, those kind of things, Age of Empires obviously uses this historical setting. All the buildings and everything else are sort of supposed to reflect, like the time period. It includes all sorts of things. So the villagers are going to be doing economy building, so they're gathering wood, as you can see here, food, stone and gold. So those are the four things, and you can see those at the top of the screen there. And typically we will need to collect resources before we can step up to the next stage. So we need 500 food. Right, okay, so we need 2 buildings. So I need to build more houses. All right, let's just do that first then. So let's build a house over here. So it's a bit slow to start with, and that's okay as you start to build things up, and then as things get moving, it gets more and more complicated. There's a big tech tree as well, so as we start to unlock things, we'll have options to start to develop things. And what I'll do is we'll play for a few minutes now while I'm doing these fast facts, and then I'll play it for a bit, and then I'll come back to you and talk to you a little bit more about some of the things that we've done. So at the moment, there's not much to show you. It did suffer a little bit from clunky pathfinding, so that is something definitely that you run into. So, you build a load of units, and then you suddenly find they're all kind of stuck. Like farms, for instance, if you build things too close together, things get stuck, which is a little bit of a nuisance. And the combat could be a bit clunky at times. Obviously, things move at different speeds. It's difficult to select things, so like ultimately you have to sort of do a drag over like this to select things, and sometimes you'll be in battle and people will be kind of scattered around. It's difficult to know who's not doing stuff. So in this first version there were a lot of things that were a little bit of a fiddle, but do you know what, I absolutely loved it. I still really enjoyed this. Played a lot of the first version, played 2 and 3 as well. I think 3 was probably my favourite, and that's probably the one I played the most, but I wanted to introduce you to this one as we were looking at Windows 95, and this was the Windows 95 one. Sold over 3 million copies worldwide, which is a really big number for PC games, especially for the time. And it was praised for that historical theming. People loved the sort of career progression. The age progression, all of those kind of things as well. And you could be Egyptian, Greek, Babylonian, Yamato, and yeah, a lot of the actual missions as well. So some of the campaigns would be based on real world history as well. So it's sort of told through briefings. We had an expansion as well. I do actually have the expansion on here, which I haven't loaded, but that was called The Rise of Rome, which came out in 1998. And then we had some sequels as well. So we had Age of Empires 2, The Age of Kings, which came out in 99, which is largely considered one of the best real-time strategy games there's ever been. And it is a fantastic game, and I remember it very, very fondly. 3 focused on the colonial period. It did receive mixed reviews. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun. There was Age of Empires Online in 2011, which was a free-to-play experiment, which had a bit mixed reception and was closed down in 2014. I didn't know this until I did the research, to be honest. Age of Empires 4, which came out just a few years ago in 2021, and as a modern return with updated graphics and historical campaigns in that as well. And then we had the definitive editions, which I have played. And to be honest with you, yeah, I actually prefer these older ones randomly. And so when I was playing it, I kind of was looking back for the older stuff. So, yes, yeah, that's really it, I suppose. I'd love to hear your sort of memories of Age of Empires and how you got on with it back in the day. But I absolutely love it. I think it's a great game, and I think it's a good showcase of what PC gaming could do that you couldn't really do on a console at the time. You know, this was point and click with the mouse, dragging, you know, you're moving resources around. The mouse is essential. You know, this isn't something you'd really want to play on a console, to be honest. And so I think you can. I mean, you can play this on the Xbox. Some of the definitive editions you can play on the Xbox, but it's just not the same. I think playing it on a PC is the way to go. So yeah, absolutely fantastic game, well deserving of its reviews. So that is Age of Empires. Let's dig into the gameplay. So what I'm going to do, rather unusually, is I'm not just going to carry on and start playing. What I'm going to do is I'm now going to skip forward until I've built a lot more stuff and talk you through the gameplay as I'm playing it, tell you what I've done and all those kind of things. So I'll see you. What will be for you a few moments, for me will probably be at least an hour. So I will see you there. Okay, so you join me back sometime later, and I say you join me back sometime later. One of the morals of the story of playing with Windows 95 games is save your games very often, because I've had a crash and I've had to come back to where I was before to carry on. So yeah, I've now progressed to the Stone Age, the Bronze Age. So I've moved on a little bit now, and I have started to expand a little bit. I'm doing okay, but I'm not doing fantastically well. So I'm just going to get some people going and foraging for some fruit over there. I've got just one guy foraging for gold because I don't need it so much at the moment. And then I've got these two here. Really need to be getting these guys over here. Right. Okay. So yeah, what's happened is I've stumbled on this Hanno tribe. They were very close to me actually, so I've got my edges of my sort of territory here, and you can see they're over here. So I've built some ships. So I've got a war galley. So I did some research for that. Actually, that one needs repairing. So let me get and sort that out, because otherwise that's going to get blown up. So yeah, at the moment I am just trying to. Where is he going? It's that thing about... Yeah, you see, look, he's stuck now, look. It's this whole pathfinding thing that's a bit of an issue. Oh, I've got a spare guy over there. Let me send him instead. You just go and do that. Right. Okay. What else have we got going on? So I built houses. I've got a population currently up to 32 people. So let's build another villager. You have to balance your villagers, so you have to make sure that you've got enough room to build soldiers as well. Otherwise you won't be able to progress too far, so you need to sort of balance that up with that. What, did you actually repair that boat? No, you didn't, did you? You didn't. You lied to me. You're not going to do it, are you? You're not going to do it. Oh, you're hiding in the trees over there. Get over there and do stuff. And you two, help with that. because frankly, there we go. Right, and then you three deal with that. And then I'll deal with the fact that those ships are going to blow up in a minute. I don't suppose it matters. I'm only really kind of showing you what's going on. So let's do food. So essentially to progress through the ages, what you've got to do is you've got to, there's certain things you've got to have. So if I go to my town square, I'll need 1,000 gold and 800, 1,000 food and 800 gold to progress to the next step. And when you progress to the next step, it unlocks a whole bunch of new buildings. And a load of upgrades within those buildings. So if we click on, let's see if we've got any upgrades here. So we want to research short sword. Can we do that? Yes, we can. So that will improve our soldiers there. We can upgrade our boats as well. We can't do that yet. Once we get to the next stage, we can really start to make major improvements, which obviously is very useful indeed. So yeah, if you get attacked, you'll get a little flashing icon on the screen. And yeah, you can just move over to that, but you do need to keep an eye on what's happening, because otherwise you'll have your soldiers over here and they'll be doing their own thing, and then you'll come over and then you'll suddenly think, oh, where is everybody? And it's because they're all dead. So you have to be a little bit careful about that. Make sure you don't lose out. I think that's one of my ships been destroyed. That's okay. That one needs fixing as well, so let me just fix my ships up here, because I think we're going to want to do that. Make sure that they're all good. Right, have I lost any? The best way to find out if I've lost anyone. No, I haven't. I haven't lost anybody. Let's build another person. Oh, this is bad. I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. So you can see over here, look, I've got a couple of archers in my village and I haven't got any way of defending it. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to send all of this lot back right now. Let's see, am I building anybody here? No. Not enough food. Not enough food. Actually, that is a problem. I was just thinking I haven't got enough wood or enough anything else, but food is the problem. I do have space for people. I haven't lost anybody yet, but here we go. Right, come and deal with this problem over here. I really don't want to lose any villagers right now. Oh, they've just lost the farm. There we go, we should be able to deal with that pretty swiftly. Alright, oh, so they're all appearing now. So you can see what's happening as you start to develop. Obviously your rivals are developing as well, and I don't care about that. Let's go over here. Right, I need you two. Oh, that's a bad noise. Can I select two at a time? No, I don't know how to do multi-select. Oh, okay, what's happened here? They've run out of they've run out of those little bushes. Have gone. Oh, that's problematic. All right, okay, I'm gonna have to build some more farms. Let's build some more farms. Another farm. And yeah, it's the trouble with this early. Oh no, the bushes are there. What a donut. Oh, something else. I've got rid of something else. Okay. Oh, okay, somebody just got killed then. I don't know what's happened there. Let's go over there. Let's do that. You just stop being ridiculous. Come over here. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Now you need to gather all your forces. It's very kind of difficult. This is the problem with this earlier version. It is kind of difficult to group everybody together. Later versions, you could sort of get it to select your units and get them to form up and all those kind of things. There's a lot of stuff missing here. So there is a lot of manual intervention that needs to happen. And that's okay. You know, I really enjoyed this game. It was really, really good. But yeah, it does require a lot of effort. Later games, this inspired other games. Obviously, we've got things like Polytopia more recently. That's a really, really fabulous game. If you want to play an Age of Empires-like game on your iPad, Polytopia is a really, really good shout. Love that game. Where are you going? No, don't bother that person. He's a villager. Go over there. There's the other thing as well is that the soldiers will do their own thing. So if they spot like another villager from somewhere, they'll just go ahead and just follow it. And then you end up breaking ranks, and then it causes all sorts of problems. So what I'm trying to do here is just get all of my soldiers in one place. What have we got down here? Do we have anybody else? So that's just a villager. We don't care about them. I mean, they can see what we're doing, which is a bit of a problem. But ultimately, the most important thing here is that we've got ability to get food. We need to build another house. So to increase our population size, we need to build houses, unsurprisingly. So what I might do is actually just do that up here. How are we doing for wood? We've got loads of wood. Let's build some houses over here. It doesn't really matter where the houses go. Let's build another one. Can I do that? Yes, let's do that. He's probably carrying some stuff. And then we'll build some more people in the town. All right. Okay, so there you go. So, I mean, there's not... The trouble with this game is it's difficult to do a 10-minute review of it because it takes so long to play. It is a real-time strategy game, so there's lots of things going on. Let's run these guys for no good reason into a battle, and then we'll call it there. So this is all my infantry units. You can see one of the things I can do later on is I can build a temple and I can create a priest and he'll heal all of these people as well. Yeah, let's get these mining for some gold. A bit short on gold at the moment. And, oh, we've got 2 spare guys over here. So let's get them doing that. Yeah, you can't do that. You're a ship. Don't be ridiculous. Right, okay. And then where's my other ship gone? Is it gone? Is it gone? Oh, it's down here. Right, so let's send these up. Let's send these up here for no good reason. And then let's just leave these soldiers here battling away. And then obviously I will play on to get to the Iron Age. And that does make a big difference. That improves lots more research that I can do at that point. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I don't know how... Oh, I'm second now. This is good. So I am second. And as I mentioned before, you might want to save fairly frequently with this game, especially if you're playing this under an emulator. You might find that you do have a few little problems with it. And yeah, I've had a couple of where it crashes where it's just completely freezed, which is somewhat of a nuisance, especially when you're trying to film and you're right near the end and then it just freezes up, and I'm waiting for it to do it now while I'm talking. So I will wrap up. So I hope you enjoyed that, this week's Bit Between. A bit longer than usual, but it is difficult to kind of summarise a game like Age of Empires into 10 minutes. It is a fantastic game. Definitely go and have a look at it. Have a look at the sequels. 2 is fantastic. And then there's obviously other games like Polytopia, which I mentioned before, which is an exceptionally good game, which is really very much in the spirit of Age of Empires as well. So if you fancy a bit of real-time strategy, you can't go far wrong than Age of Empires. Absolutely fantastic. So let's leave it there for now. Go check it out yourself. Obviously, if you can get yourself Windows 95 installed, so much the better, but there are plenty of ways of playing Age of Empires if you have a hunt around on the web. So coming up in the channel over the next couple of weeks, well, it is almost the end of the month with, so on Friday this week I will be reviewing what it's been like to live with Windows 95 for this last 4 weeks and telling you all about that. Go back and check out some of the other Windows 95 videos that I've been doing as well, and I've also got Doom and Diablo in the Bit Between, so go check those out. And I'll also be revealing on Friday what the console for next month, well this month now, October, will be. Going to be heading up to the Blackpool Expo, as I mentioned, at the end of this week. Really looking forward to that. Come and find me. I will be wearing my Piece of 8-Bit merch. Yeah, exciting month coming up with the new console, so come check out what that is. If you enjoy these videos, as always, please do hit that like and subscribe button. Otherwise, I'll just leave it there and say please do all take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.